Yeah, yes, Madam Chair. In fact, inclusive naman po yung ating assessment. So not only the human-induced but also yung mga natural calamities po natin. One of the things that we are doing is really to map it. Minamapping po namin kasi with the limited resources we have to invest on where the situation really happens or prevalent po nangyayari. Based on our initial mapping, Madam Chair, it really happens on yung mga highly urbanized areas. So again, hopefully ma'am, game changer po yung counselor associates natin, yung mga school counselor associates. So right now we have 10,000. We are in the process of hiring na po yung mga SEAs natin. But even for a 1:1 ratio, 45, almost 46,000 po yan, Madam Chair, na requirement natin. But for the 10,000, unahin na po namin yung mga medyo mga hotspots po na tinatawag natin. And let's see kung magkakaroon po ng positive attribution yung presence ng atin pong mga school counselor associates together with the learner formation officers. Bagamat yung LFOs po natin, Madam Chair, hindi pa ho yan budgeted, but we will do it by designation. Hiwalay po kasi yon kasi the LFOs would probably address more on the disciplinary measures while the SCAs would be on the preventive, no, yung mental health issues. The LFOs would also be dealing on the anti-bullying natin. So, kasi baka ho hindi lumapit, baka ho pagka na-identify yung ating mga counselors as parang prefect of discipline, hindi lalo silang layuan. So ito po yung mga indicators or probably ito po yung mga measures to say that dito po natin ini-evaluate yung mga threats natin in terms of level and in terms of potential. So doon sa human threats po natin, Madam Chair, importante rin po yung manifestations ng individual behaviors. And in fact, we're already starting to make an inventory, a more serious inventory on the absences ng mga bata. Kasi pagka ho madalas na nag-absent yung bata, medyo red flag na ho dapat yun eh. Kaya lang, minsan sa dami ho ng estudyante, hindi na ho nakukuha ng teacher to really check the attendance. But this time, we'll have to make it serious. And we are trying to leverage on AI to help us out as a tool to be able to track yung attendance ng mga bata and to detect through algorithm kung sino yung mga batang merong potential to drop out from school already or probably the red flags. So lahat po, ma'am, ginagawa na ho namin, explore na ho namin lahat ng avenues. And we are also asking the experts to help us in the evaluation, impact evaluation, at the same time, yung pong ating prevention. In fact, we have already engaged NGOs and international organizations. Ang dami hong gustong tumulong kaya lang di nila alam kung saan po sila pwedeng tumulong. So what we did is to consolidate and to provide them the big picture of what's really happening at i-thematic po namin yung big picture na yon is to make it thematic so that our NGOs, our bilateral partners, no, World Bank, UNICEF, and so on and so forth would be able to really pinpoint saan sila papasok to be able to help us. Yun po.
Salamat, Yusek. Yung mga SCAs at LFOs, please, dear colleagues, have your lunch. Sila po ba ay kasama dun sa update sa implementasyon ng Basic Education, Mental Health and Wellbeing Promotion Act? Yun na po yun.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, actually, in compliance po talaga ito. That's why we need to hire. Uh, in fact, ma'am, ang kailangan talaga natin are guidance counselors talaga, no, the professional. But based on the supply of our licensed guidance counselor, kukulangin po talaga. That's why we have amended the law na pwedeng i-scale down muna into school counselor associates so that be able to mitigate the current problem, current situation. So yes, ma'am, it's in compliance po with the law.
Salamat, Yusek. And in fact, it's also compliant with the parang the mother law, yung Mental Health Act, na kapag kulang pa ang guidance counselors, either walang item or kahit may item, wala pang pumupuno, yung psychometricians ay pwedeng through additional training at least ma-upgrade yung capacity niya. And then yung papel din ng mga peer counselors bilang silang dalawa, force multipliers para dun sa guidance counselor. Huling tanong sa department sa ngayon, no? Tulad nung itinanong ko kanina sa PNP, kung may kaklase, yung isang batang nagpapakita ng warning signs or red flags, ano po yung dapat gawin ng kaklase ayon sa department?
Ma'am, meron po kaming ginawang mechanism. It's under our existing policy. Ang tawag po namin yung DO6. DO6 2026. DO6 2026 or ensuring safe, motivating learning environment policy. So kasama po doon sa mechanism paano po magre-report ang bata without divulging yung identities. So dito po papasok ma'am eto nga yung mga LFOs natin. But for the meantime, ang gumagawa po niyan, and would like to thank again our teachers kasi sila po yung nasa forefront po talaga. Sila po yung nag-absorb muna ng information, then process it. And if there are really threats, then they can already escalate or elevate that to higher authorities. And we are in constant communication with the PNP. In fact, Madam Chair, isa ho yan sa malaking problema namin ngayon. Yung online threats, kasi napaparalyze po yung schools namin. When we take it seriously, kahit na po, and this is where we would like to see yung immediate evaluation kung ano ang anong tawag dyan, yung veracity or authenticity ng threat. Kasi once may threat po, pasasabugin namin ng school, susunugin ng school, mamamaril kami dyan, automatic nagka-cancel po ng klase yung mga schools natin. And that already paralyzes learning, no? Insofar as learning is concerned. So, number one is really, we appeal really to a higher penalty on these threats. But in fairness, Madam Chair, parang based on our monitoring, there are already 4 or 6 apprehensions by the PNP doon sa mga threats. How they do it, we don't really know, but they are able to trace yung mga nagtithreat and persecute. But then again, of the 6 yata, parang marami pa rin doon ay mga minors ang gumagawa ng threat. So different treatment. But I think for the adults or 18 above, mukhang meron ako kagad silang automatic penalty. So I think this is one offshoot na, Madam Chair, no, na hindi lang yung actual act but really capitalizing or leveraging on the acts to make it for fun or really to disturb or to distort order in our schools.